Hey guys, so welcome to iGaming. In this video we will go through the list of the most anticipated games of July 2022 on the Nintendo Switch. This list is not in any ranking order. The games are going to be shown from 1st to 30th of July by their release date. Let's get started. The first game in the list is AI, the Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative, and this game is coming out on July the 8th. AI, the Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative, is an adventure video game developed and published by Spike Chunsoft, which released for Microsoft Windows, Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 and also Xbox One in June 2022 in Japan and North America and the following month in Europe. It is a sequel to AI, the Somnium Files, with several staff members returning from the previous game, including writer Kotaro Uchikoshi and character designer Yusuke Kozaki, while the first game designer and assistant director Akira Okada took over as director. The game is set in Tokyo and follows detectives Mizuki Date and Kuruto Ryuki as they investigate the half-body serial killings. Along with their AI partners Aiba and Tama, they enter the dreams of suspects to find information to solve the case. The game features a supporting cast of characters from the first game amongst new ones. The second game in the list is also coming in 8th of July and it's called Klonoa Phantasy Reverie Series. Klonoa Phantasy Reverie Series is an upcoming Klonoa video game compilation developed by Monkeycraft and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment, featuring remastered versions of Klonoa Door to Phantomile. Specifically, it's a 2008 remake and Klonoa 2 Lunatea Vile. The collection contains updated versions of both games designed to run on 60 FPS and up to 4K resolution on certain platforms, with added features such as adjustable difficulty and two-player cooperative mode. It is set for release in July 2022 for the Microsoft Windows, for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and it's a celebration for the franchise's 25th anniversary. The third game is called Krut the Mythic Wings and is coming out on July 12th. Krut the Mythic Wings is a fast-paced hack-and-slash side-scrolling platformer based on a 2018 Thai CG animated feature-length film called Krut the Himaphan Warriors, Southeast Asian mythology about the adventure of a Garuda warrior on the enchanted island Himaphan. In a world full of mystical creatures and magic, the ruthless army of the Ogre invaded the land of the Garuda race. The Garuda army was defeated and the capital city was eventually fallen. Upon the destruction and despair, a badly wounded warrior found himself on a mysterious, enchanted island called Himaphan. He met a mysterious figure who entrusted him with a powerful artifact, the Mythic Wings. A legend told that a legendary hero used the wings during the Great War hundreds of years ago and brought peace to the land. Now the new adventure has begun. The next game is called Xel. Xel is coming out on the Nintendo Switch in 12th of July. Xel is a 3D action-adventure set in a sci-fi fantasy setting. Play as Reed, shipwrecked on the strange world of Xel, without any recollection of her former life. It is up to you to unravel her past and connections to Xel. Ready your sword and shield as you explore the overworld of Xel and dive into imposing dungeons full of unforeseen threats and challenging puzzles. Throughout your journey, you will make new friends and foes, find new gadgets, as well as being able to jump through the time and space. As Reed delves deeper into the mysteries surrounding Xel, she discovers an endless cycle of peril. Will she be able to break free from it, and what will it take? On July 14th, we have another game coming out and it's called Super UFO Fighter. What is Super UFO Fighter? Super UFO Fighter is a 1v1 sports competitive action game with cute UFOs fighting. The controls are very simple. Break the fallen capsules with attack to find the target item. Once you find your target, pull up with a tractor beam. Put a target in your sight of the goal and you will get points for that. The battle for the target, heated battle where anything goes. Stealing, tossing and sometimes hitting your opponents. Take advantage of the stage gimmicks and hit the goal before your opponent does. The sixth game is called Endling, Extinction is Forever. It's coming out on 19th of July. Experience a world ravaged by mankind through the eyes of the last fox on Earth in this eco-conscious adventure. Discover the destructive force of the human race, like it day after day corrupts, pollutes and exploits the most precious and valuable resources of the natural environment. Explore various 3D side-scrolling areas and defend your tiny furballs. Feed them, watch them grow up, notice their unique personalities and fears, and most importantly, help them to survive. Use the cover of night to stealthily guide your litter towards a safer place. Spend the day resting in an improvised shelter and plan your next movement carefully, since it could be the last for you and your pups. The next game is called Wayward Strand and it's out on 21st of July. It's the summer of 1978 and Casey is trying to make the most of her holidays when her mom asks her to spend a long weekend helping out at the airborne hospital where she works. Casey prefers the company of books to people, but she agrees, secretly planning to write an article about her first visit for the school newspaper. With her trusty notebook at the ready, Casey arrives on the board of the airship. The staff are overworked as they prepare for the visit of an important official, while the patients react to grief or deal with active trauma. In the midst of this and many other interlocking and overlapping stories, Casey spends time with the patients, learning about their lives and, as the stories unfold, discovering what she can do to help. There is another game coming out on 21st July and it's called Helpie. Helpie is an obscene 3D platformer that takes bad taste to the next level. The game sees you grab the horns of Nate, the demon of bad taste. He is given the honorable task of gathering the disgusting ingredients for Satan's infamous birthday pie. To do so, Nate must venture out in the overworld and do whatever it takes to ensure those ingredients are secured in time or there will be hell to pay. Luckily, Nate isn't alone on this quest. His pet angel Nugget is there to offer support. Nugget offers his holy insights when needed, but more importantly, is chained to Nate, so can be used like a grappling hook or swung around as a weapon. Nate can also equip horns he finds across the world to give him new hellish abilities. Together, Nate and Nugget will explore insane environments, meet tons of repugnant characters, and witness some truly shocking sights. Helpie is a seriously twisted take on the classic mascot platformer. Come along for the ride if you think you can stomach it. The next game and the ninth game of this list is Capcom Arcade Second Stadium. This game comes out on 22nd of July. Play more of your favorite arcade hits from yesteryear. Includes Son for free. Capcom is taking you back to the stadium with another collection of your favorite classic hits. Come see what's changed and what's completely new in Capcom Arcade Second Stadium. Just like the good old days, from 3D render arcade cabinets to scanline filters, there is everything you need to recreate the arcade atmosphere. Fully customizable display settings let you craft your own personal experience and truly relive the glory days of the arcade gaming. Brand new ways to play with gameplay rewind, speed adjustment and the ability to save and load your game at any time. Your old favorites will feel new all over again. Every game has online leaderboard rankings so you can see where you stack up against players all over the world. Capcom Arcade Second Stadium, where retro appeal meets cut-edge features for a fresh take on Capcom's classics. Play hard, dominate the scoreboards, track your progress across each game including play count, time cleared and personal high scores. Beat your bests or those of your friends, there is always something to shoot and strive for. The next game on the list is a big deal. It's coming out on 22nd of July and it's called Live Alive. Live Alive is a 1994 role-playing video game developed and published by Square for the Super Famicom. A remake for Nintendo Switch is scheduled to release worldwide on July 22nd of 2022. It is published by Square Enix in Japan and Nintendo in the West. In Live Alive, the player takes on the role of 8 different protagonists through 9 scenarios. While each narrative has the same basics and mechanics, individual stories have unique gimmicks. These include the use of stealth, a lack of standard battles, or using telepathy to learn new facts to progress the narrative. With the exception of one scenario, the player character navigates themed environments ranging from the overworld area to dungeon environments. Battles are triggered differently to each scenario. Some are random encounters, some have enemy sprites which can be avoided, while others are entirely scripted. The turn-based battle system is used across all scenarios, and features the player character and sometimes a party fighting enemies on a 7x7 grid, with characters able to move and perform actions such as attacking or using particular skills. Skills can be used without limit, though some take multiple turns to charge. Some abilities imbue tiles with extra properties, such as healing a character or dealing elemental damage. There are also different skill systems in place. There is gaining levels with experience points, which unlocks new abilities. Though, in other characters, progression is locked behind story events. In one scenario, techniques are learned through seeing an opponent use them. Each character can also equip and use items, such as accessories to boost attack or items to recover health. If the player character or party is defeated, the game ends. This next game was presented on the Nintendo Direct Mini, so I decided to add it to the list. The game is called Captain Velvet Meteor: The Jump Plus Dimensions, and it's coming out on July 28th. Welcome to The Jump Plus Dimensions. Damien's life is flipped upside down when his family moves him to Japan. A shy boy, he copes with his newfound loneliness with the power of his infinite imagination and creates an imaginary hero named Captain Velvet Meteor. In his imaginary world, Damien sets off on an adventure with his favorite Jump Plus heroes and fights to adjust his new home and find himself. Experience Damien's struggles living in Japan for the first time as he interacts with his family and his grandmother's home. Then dive into the Jump Plus Dimensions, the world of Damien's imagination, where he takes part in a strategic battle that includes puzzle and stealth elements. Use signature attacks for your Jump Plus companions through power and assist combos to unleash massive damage on hordes of enemies. Or get strategic with abilities that inflict status effects or knock enemies aside to help control the battlefield. Become Captain Velvet Meteor and help Damien to conquer his features in a tactical adventure enjoyable for players of all ages and skill levels. The next game on the list is the 12th game, and it's coming out on 28th of July. Bear and Breakfast is a laid-back management adventure game where you play as a well-meaning bear trying to run a B&B in the woods. Hank and his friends find an abandoned shack and turn it into a money-making bed and breakfast scheme for unsuspecting tourists. As your business expands, so do the mysteries on the forest, and Hank soon finds himself uncovering a plot deeper than the wilderness itself. Another game that I'm really excited about is called Digimon Survive, and it's coming out on 29th of July. Digimon Survive is an upcoming visual novel video game with survival strategy role-playing elements, developed by Hyde and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch and Microsoft Windows in 2022, and it will released in Japan on July 28th and worldwide on July 29th. Player choices influence the directions of the story, including the Digimon's Digievolution process. Multiple playthroughs can result in different paths and different Digievolutions. The game will feature multiple endings, and should wrong choices be made, characters will be killed. The game is split into multiple types of gameplay, such as drama parts, search action, and free battle. During the drama parts, the game proceeds as a text adventure to tell the story. In search actions, the player searches for a way to survive. In free action, the player chooses where to go and whom to talk during a limited window of time, and during free battle, the player can enter in certain areas to train their Digimon and collect the items. The biggest game of July is also the last game of the list. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is coming to the Nintendo Switch in July 29. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is the upcoming action role-playing game developed by Monolith Soft and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch, and it is part of the open-world Xenoblade Chronicles series. Itself a part of the larger Xeno franchise and is scheduled for release on July 29, 2022. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 depicts the respective futures of the worlds featured in Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like its predecessors, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is an action role-playing game with a large open world to explore. Unlike the previous Xenoblade series entries, which limited the number of the active party members to 3, the game allows for up to 7 party members to participate in battle at once, including the main party of 6 and one of several different characters that appear over the course of the story. Party members will also gain the ability to change their character class, granting them access to different abilities. Set after the events of Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 takes place in the world of Ionios. Hey guys, so thanks for watching this video until the end, and I hope you really enjoyed it. Please, if you feel it in your heart, subscribe to our channel, and also do not forget to share with us the game that you are most excited about. We will be reading every single comment and actually answering every single one of you guys. Have a good day, enjoy the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.